Yes, if you're wondering what these little green stuff are that you're looking at right here, I like to call them the angels of death and diseases. The reason I say that is because angels are not necessarily something with wings, because only birds have wings. Only birds do. In the Torah, it says, "My angels are spirits and my ministers are flames of fire." All right. In another place, when the angel of death was going, when went into Egypt, the Most High told Moses to mark the posts of the children of Israel that the angel of death would not pass them, would not touch them. All the plagues of Egypt were physical plagues, were physical things that happened to physical beings. They were coming from these plagues were coming from a spiritual dimension, because it is also said in another place that that which is seen is made by that which does not appear. All right. So we are physical beings. So there are physical things that manifest from that spiritual dimension to affect the physical being. The spiritual affect the physical, but the physical cannot affect the spiritual, right? I think there's a scripture that says that um, a spirit can enter flesh, but flesh can enter spirit. I don't remember, but you get the point. Now, I give you another illustration. The wind is another physical force, but it's also spiritual because you can't touch it. A toothache is a spiritual force. You can feel it, but you can't touch it. Pain or spiritual. You call them pain, but what they are really, they are electronic signals, electrons that's signaling to the body certain behaviors or certain moods or whatever it's happening to the body. They're coming from an electrical source. So your body is electrical. It's electrical for a reason, because the electromagnetic field, which everything is electrical, because nothing can be energy unless it's electrical. That's why your body is electrical. When you walk on a carpet, you touch something, you get a spark, right? So that electrical force that governs the universe has a communication with this physical body. So how does it affect the physical body with the things that it does? The Spirit says that. Okay, my angels are spirit and my ministers are flames of fire. All the plagues of Egypt were physical, but the Creator wanted the children of Israel to understand that they're serving us. It says God is a spirit. They that worship Him must worship in spirit and in truth. Right? I'm not preaching. I'm just using Bible. Don't listen to people who tell you the Bible is the white man's book. That's nonsense. It's nonsense. And there's a lot of our people who's following that deception. Okay, so what am I saying here? These I call them the angels of death of and diseases, because these things is in every single human being on the face of the earth, even you that are watching this video. They are responsible for all kinds of diseases. There is a Ayurvedic doctor that put out a research, that did his research and found that in his 30 something years of practice, all the patients that he saw had one thing in common. Of every single patient with every single disease under the sun that you can imagine, these things were responsible for them. These green stuff right here. I'm not going to tell you what they are. I'm not going to get into it, okay? Because this is not a medical video. It's a video to share my experience and what happened, what I've been doing for the past 8 months, because I was sick 5 years ago. So if you're sick or anything wrong with you, go to your doctor. They are the expert. You listen to them first. I am not a doctor. I'm not giving you any medical advice. I'm sharing my knowledge and information, my experience with you, which I have the right to do as a person. So this doctor found that these things that are responsible for cancer, heart disease, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, arthritis, dementia, kidney problem, kidney failure, heart failure, liver failure, joint problems, back problems, Alzheimer's, oh my God, arthritis, uh, prostate problems, reproductive problems, mental problems, anxiety, um, stomach trouble, ulcer, indigestion. I mean, I can't name them all, but you can think of it. He says this, and I'm writing it in my book. So when my book comes out, you will see all that information. This is what he found that was responsible for all of these problems that we have today. And the scripture warns us about this. The Bible says, "Know ye not that your body is a temple of the living Creator?" Right? The Creator of heaven and earth and all things, and the breath that you have in your body. It's His breath, not yours. Okay? If it was yours, when you're ready to step out, you could hold on to it. But it's alone from that power. So it doesn't belong to you. So it says, your temple, your body is holy. It belongs to the Creator. Read it in Corinthians. It says, don't you know that your body is the temple of the living God? And any man defile the temple, him will God destroy. So how do you defile this temple? Do you defile it sexually? I don't think so. I don't think that's the only reason. Because there are people that are 80, 90, 100, even more, that are sexually immoral and defile so-called defile the temple, and they're still alive today. Nothing is wrong with them. They're fine. Well, as far as we know, but they're still alive. But what really, really is the problem all over the world? There are people dying at a young age of all kinds of diseases, mental issues, people dying of anxiety, Alzheimer's, young people dying of high blood pressure, causing heart attack. I had a friend, he was 40 something when he died, another one 30 something when he died of a heart attack. Where are all these things coming from? Where are all these diseases coming from? It's coming from what you're putting into your mouth. Okay, so what you're putting into your mouth is really what you're defiling your temple with. Because if you get up every day and you drink alcohol, and you drink, what's going to happen to you one day? If you get up every day and you eat all this junk food, what's going to happen? For example, your children don't want to eat vegetables. You can't give kids vegetables these days. It's very rare. You know why? Because when they're young, you start feeding them these candies and all this kind of stuff before they have a chance to develop their molar. Scientifically, it's discovered in the ancient times that you're not supposed to give your kids any kind of hard food or anything other than breast milk. His taste buds is developing at that stage, and if you give him those things, he are going to become addicted to those things, and you can't give him food. You can't give him vegetables, you can't give him anything natural. They hate it. Kids hate vegetables. Why? Because you feed them these things because you don't want to lose their approval. You want your child to love you, to give you approval, to be his favorite. You buy his love with candy by killing him with junk food. You're slowly killing your child with junk food. The scripture says, grow up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it. So what's happening now? He's hungry, okay, but he don't want to eat. He only wants candy or some junk food. Why? Because what you're supposed to let that baby feed on that breast milk until he's 4 or 5 years old. What do? No. You go buy these Infamil or you buy these artificial milk that can't do anything for the child, but it's sugar. It's loaded with sugar. What you're actually doing, and what these companies are doing, is getting your children addicted to sugar. This is how they set you up. And then what happens is, by the child that reaches a stage where he can choose for himself, he doesn't need he hates vegetables, which is what has a contract with your body. Your body was created from natural elements, right? There's 3 things in life: carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Everything has an electron. Okay, calcium has an electron, vitamin, whatever, everything has an electron. Electrons come from the word electric. That means because your body is electrical. And if your body is electrical, the food you eat must also be electrical. And also there's a part of your body that maintains that system. If it's not maintained correctly, you're going to develop indigestion if you start ingesting stuff in it that your body cannot digest. So back to your children. I've seen people into the supermarket with their children that they fill the container with soda, candy, chocolate, you name it. I mean, you know what you do. Chips. The children cannot digest it because there's a system. Your body has a system, just like a car has a system. You cannot put water in a tank of a car. It won't run. Your body is the same way. Everything you eat has a your body has a contract with nature, and if you break it, the temple will be destroyed. This is why a lot of you are dropping dead. We die. I'm not saying we don't die from other causes, but this doctor is saying that all the diseases he sees that kill people is coming from this. The later stage of these things is the diseases that end up killing you. Okay, if you don't catch it. So for the past couple of months, I have been on this march to rid my body of this, to correct the mistakes that I've made over the past. I was sick 5 years ago. I've been a bodybuilder for many years, bodybuilding, karate, food and nutrition, herbs, you name it. I know everything, and mostly a lot of things about herbs, a lot about fitness, bodybuilding, okay? But I didn't know enough. I thought I was eating good, okay? You were taught to eat 3 meals a day, but is that necessarily correct? Did you know that there's a research that says that there is after you eat a meal, it takes 5 days to really properly digest and goes into the blood and and be of any use to the body. 5 days. It takes 3 days for that when you put something in your mouth to properly assimilate, to be of use, and goes into the small intestine. So when you're eating 3 meals a day, you know what you're actually doing to your body, and it's not coming out. After you eat a meal, if you're not going to the bathroom, something is wrong. Diverticulitis, all these people you see walking around with a big fat stomach, all these people you see with the face puffy and they look so puffy and like they fat and they look nice, they're unhealthy. Because when you eat food that the body cannot digest, you know what the body does? What does the body do? The body creates a system. It creates bacteria to break it down, and water. That's the form of, there's a form of diarrhea that affects your intestine when you eat food the body that you can't digest. You have, the body creates these bacteria and break them down rapidly, and they come out watery stool. That's why when you defecate and it's watery and you defecate a lot, you have what is called constipation, because your body is not digesting the food properly. So when that happens, you have a problem, because the bacteria that the body creates gives off a gas. That gas goes into the bloodstream. That gas goes into the bloodstream, circulates in the bloodstream, goes to the brain. It causes dementia. It causes Alzheimer's. It causes mental problem. It causes anxiety. That's scientific research. This is why, look it up online. I'm just repeating what I've researched. Okay, it causes these kind of problems. So when for example, you find people that has a lot of bloating, they have gas and they fart and they get stomach ache and all of that stuff. I go through that. So my experience is what I'm sharing with you. I'm going through that. I went through that. So I'm correcting that at this stage of the game. Thanks to the Most High for revealing certain things to me. He didn't have to do that. You understand? So I'm sharing it with you guys. Okay, so what happens when you eat food you're not supposed to, and then the body can't digest it? Do you think you're supposed to go into a store and pick up candy and ice cream and all of this crap and eat it? How do you think your body handles that? And then when you turn around and you have lung problem, you have asthma, you have breathing issues, you have heart failure, you have all these diseases, then you run to the institution. Those medical institution, is a result of the lack of knowing how to eat properly and bringing these angels of death and diseases into your body to wreak havoc. Once enough of them is in this particular area or in this part of your body, it wreaks havoc. You name the diseases, it causes that, depending on the part that it finds most convenient to lodge those diseases. Okay? So all of you guys out there that's talking about alkaline this and alkaline that, alkaline is good because it's not acidic. But if you're not digesting those alkaline foods and herbs properly, one day you're going to wake up and find these things. You won't see them because they won't show up on any analysis, because they're not hard. They're hard now because I got them out. They first came out white like orange seeds, and afterwards they start looking like this, because these are the old ones. It's been in my body for years because I was a bodybuilder. Eating 3 chickens a day, drinking a lot of, but it wasn't being digested. I have hydrocele. I didn't even know where it's coming from. Doctors didn't even know why. It was coming from certain aspect of my diet and the fact that I was not digesting my food, processing my food properly. All the minerals and the alkaline food that you take in the world will not help you if it's not being digested. Digestion is a process by which the body assimilates minerals, vitamins, and food that can be of nourishment to make you function. Old age has nothing to do with the multitude of years that you spend on this physical plane. Old age has to do with what you've been putting into your body over the years. A multi, you cannot teach to anyone the experience that a multitude of years will give you, will give them. You understand? So, back to these green stuff people, the doctor found that there were 44,000 or 43,000 different diseases registered by the CDC in the 90s. And he found that all of these diseases was coming from this one thing. And he was very successful at his job. And I think they took him out, like I said before, in another video or this one, I don't remember. Because he was doing a good job. So the greatest power on the face of the earth are the drug companies. They are controlled of the doctors. And the reason is because of one thing, because of this. And because you do not know how to eat. Because you were not taught to eat correctly. I was not taught. I've been a bodybuilder for many years. I won so many titles. Mr. New York, Mr. Hercules, Mr. this, Mr. that, karate expert, a black belt in karate. I won the title for my country, the junior and the senior title for my country. I worked in gyms. I owned a 60,000 square foot gym with an Italian woman in Long Island, New York, until she stole money and left and the partnership break apart. So fitness is my field. The Creator has blessed me with a lot of things. The business that I'm going to start now, my restaurant, I'm going to include in that health foods, health drinks, detoxification program, stuff that you can come and take and eat that will do your body good, that has use to your body rather than just filling you up. Okay? When you come to my new place, you're going to see all of these things that I have prepared, especially for you, from my experience. It's going to be a Jamaican food restaurant with good food, because you have to serve vanity to live. If you don't serve vanity, you cannot live. The world is vain. And it's going to have a health bar section for healthy people, alkaline. There's going to be a dish that's attributed to that's attributed to Dr. Sebi. There's going to be one that's attributed to one of my idols. He's a doctor that I think they took him out. So I'm going to have two things from two very important people in my life that saved my life. The medical establishment, they have a purpose. You must go to them. They saved my life. I'm not knocking them. I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying that you have to take control. They're there for a reason. They're there as a last resort. The Creator have a right hand and a left hand. His right hand is where he communicates directly with you. And if you don't want to listen and you want to be gluttonous and you want to spoil your children and you want to do all this, then this is going to happen. And then you're going to go to the left hand of the Creator, which is he's inside you, outside you, inside others with knowledge, like doctors and scientists that can help you to bring you back to him. Some of us don't. Some of us go until we pass and we never live. So, the thing is this, you must take your life back in terms of health. So these angels, I call them angels of death and diseases. And every single person that listening to me have this within them. They don't know it. But if you have any kind of diseases, and I mean any kind, this is one of the main things that's causing it. Because it's the central, it's coming from the central part of the body that controls the whole body. You understand me? And we don't know that. So when you're picking up all these things and you're shoving it into your mouth, or you're running into the farm, into the supermarket with your baby, and he's crying or she's crying, and you're sticking these things into their cart, these ice cream and these chocolate and these candies and these biscuits that their body cannot digest, because it has no affinity with the body at all. There is no fiber in it. There's no electrons in it. There is nothing in it that's going to help that child assimilate that. And later on, he's going to have a problem. All right? You have children with juvenile diabetes. How the heavens name you have a child 7, 8, 9, 10 with juvenile diabetes? Children are being born with all these diseases, but they're born with these diseases because the mother is full of toxin. And the umbilical cord, which is not supposed to be cut, supposed to fall off, is being cut before those chemicals, those toxins, have a chance to exit the baby's body, enter that 27-foot uh, um, intestine of the female, and goes out into her bowel and go out into the toilet. This is the cause of the diseases, because the toxins in the child's body is too much for that little baby to handle. And so when he's born, you have to give him these injections to develop immunity. There's no such thing. You see what I'm saying, people? I'm not knocking nothing. I'm just sharing my ideas with you guys. All right? So watch the things you eat if you care about your life, because no one knows how long they have to live. We have a saying, oh, you're going to die anyway. Watch the sense you eat. I'm not saying I'm the healthiest person in the world, because I thought I was eating healthy up until 5 years ago. I thought I was eating healthy. Okay, you know, a lot of the things you put in your mouth is not even necessary. Did you know that salt is not a necessary part of your body? Your body doesn't need salt. What is salt? Salt is sodium chloride. Sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is when I think they take or they add one atom to the chlorine atom and make it different taste. They take off the toxic aspect, some of it, and give a flavor to it. So you're really taking chlorine. Is that what you're doing? What is sugar? Sugar is not a natural occurrence. The sugar cane is not natural. It was created in Holland. Okay? It was created for a reason. Okay, there is a state in America, I don't know if it's Ohio or it's Idaho, but that produces the most corn in the world. They are responsible for this the corn syrup. Okay, this high fructose corn syrup. High fructose corn syrup is one of the biggest selling product in the world, more valuable than gold, because it's in every single beverage. Every single beverage. And they have a saying, if a president don't win that state, he can't win the corporation presidency, because America is really a corporation, okay, registered in the state of Delaware. It's a federal corporation. Look it up. It's not a country. The flag of the Star Spangled Banner, it's a banner in admiralty and commerce. So every president that rise to that position is working for somebody. Now, who is he working for? There are 10 companies in the world that are responsible for the food you put out. 10 of them. That every food that you see in the supermarket shelf in can, these companies are responsible for them. 10 of them. So go figure. How can such a small group of people have so much control over your life and what you eat? Because you allow it. You turn your back on the Creator. You started eating the food of the dragon rather than the food of Eden. You eat the dragon food. I see people used to come to my restaurant and they can't wait an hour for some good food. And I wouldn't cook for those people. I don't cook for people like that. Let them get what they deserve. Because in life, you get what you deserve. The way you think, the Torah said, I will reward you according to your ways, and your own ways shall correct you. He don't have to do nothing to you. The Creator don't do nothing to you. You do it to yourself. You understand me? I can tell you stories, but it's going to take too long. With that, I'm going to say peace out. If you want some more information or you want me to share my experience with you, then you hit me up. Okay? Peace.